Alright guys, so we are going to do a little bit of a talk, chit chat, get ready with me. I haven't done a lot of these videos and I want to start introducing them into my channel where I get ready and then I basically talk to you guys. It's actually a topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So right now I'm using the setting spray by Physician Formula. So I'm just using that to set my face. I don't like to use primers. I don't know why I don't like to use primers, but I don't like to use primers. I'm gonna have a lot of lisp today because of my Invisaligns, so forgive me. My speech is gonna be very, you guys already know this. I've already set this in the previous video. So I've already gone ahead and done my eyebrows off camera as per usual. If you want a video on how I do that, I will leave the link down below. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of chit chatting. I'm just going to basically go ahead and just darken my lids a little bit because I do have dark discoloration, and I'm using my favorite concealer, which is the Maybelline Calf Concealer. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over the mobile lids, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. So basically, a topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about that has kind of been in my chest for a little bit, just things that I myself has experienced as well as seen around me. Now, I don't want you guys to take this offensive. You know, sometimes certain things comes out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. Certain things comes out in a way that might seem very offensive, but and by no means am I trying to offend anyone or anything like that. I'm just kind of speaking from experience, what I have encountered myself, as well as kind of watch happen around me. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and set the eyelids with the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. It's really hard for me to actually talk and record at the same time. I haven't done this in so long where I'm talking and putting on makeup. I feel like makeup is like something that you have to like concentrate, and yeah, so let me just actually set this and I'll continue saying what I want to say because I'm like all over the place. I'm not trying to get off topic. I need to concentrate and make sure that my words come out okay for this, because I know this can be very touchy for some people, and I'm like, I don't want to come off disrespectful or arrogant or anything like that. So let's just set this in. The other day I was in the beauty supply store, and while I was there, I went there to go pick up some hair products, and there was two girls at the beauty supply store, like, who were also shopping in the same aisle that I was in. So I noticed that they were like staring at me, but because sometimes, like, I don't know, but it's like you're kind of like programmed in a sense. It sounds really crazy, but because I'm so used to black females always being so negative around me, I tend to not make eye contact. As crazy as it is, I try not to make eye contact because I find that sometimes they can be very disrespectful, or they come off like rude, or they'll start trouble type of thing. So while I was in the aisle, I noticed that they were staring at me like really hard. But I was just going about my business and just trying to look for the items that I came in the store for. So I was trying really like not to make eye contact and just kind of, do my thing and leave. And so one of the girls complimented me. She's like, "Oh, I like your hair and I like your outfit." And I was very surprised because it's as crazy as it sounds. Like, when I get compliments from black females, it's like a surprise to me, even though it sounds really crazy, because I've always had a lot of negative experience. It's always like a negative vibe that I get from some. I'm not going to say all, of course not, because some of you are absolutely great, and of course you're black females, right? But she complimented me. And I mean, when I was in there, the way they were looking at me, it didn't look pleasant. So I was trying not to make any eye contact with them. So one of them complimented me and I thanked her. And as I was leaving, the second girl said to her friend that she was with, she was literally like, "Oh please girl, you're such a liar. She does not look all that." And I heard it, and then her friend was like, "Oh my gosh, she heard you," like, shh. So I turned around and she just gave me the most dirtiest look ever. Like, she looked at me up and down as if she wanted me to say something. So I didn't say anything, and I continued to do what I came in the store for. And so I didn't say anything. And mind you, like, let me tell you, that day, you know, there's days that us females, like, we take pride in how we look. And that day I looked really good. Like, you know, I was wearing a really nice summer tight dress, curves were popping, my hair was actually nicely curled. You know, I felt pretty that day. There's some days that I just don't care, and I know I look like a bum. But I looked really well put together that day. So when she said that, she gave me this look like, "Okay bitch, like, say something so I can kick your ass" type of look. Like, what are you gonna say? So I didn't say anything. And then as I was walking off, I heard her and the other girls just laughing. Like, the one that complimented me was like, "Oh, she heard you, oh my god, you're so rude," like, you know. And she's like, I don't care. She doesn't look all that, like, look at her, like, da 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 da, like, you know, just being very negative. And I heard her and her friend, just the one that complimented me, like, talk, like, you know, like, giggling and just laughing and stuff like that. And the crazy thing is, I went into the next aisle, and the one that made that harsh comment comes in there, and then she's like saying really negative things, like, "Oh, I can't stand, you know, certain females, and they think they're all that, and they have this type of look to them." And she's like literally talking to herself, but very loudly, as if like she knew me or had a problem with me. Let me tell you guys, I don't know this girl from anywhere. She probably know of me, but I don't know her. You know, sometimes because of YouTube, I meet a lot of people that know me, but I don't know. So I'm very, you know, I try to be very nice and very open-minded, because you never know who you're running into. You know, it could be a supporter, even if it's not a supporter. For me, I just believe that in life you have to, you know, just be positive, if that makes sense. So she was just literally talking to herself, talking really loud. The one that complimented me was still in the same aisle. I guess she kind of didn't want to be part of what the girl was doing. And so I think the color is okay. Let me just make sure that I blend it out so it's not so harsh. So she didn't want any part of it, so she was still like in the second aisle, just, I don't know what she was doing, but yeah, so the girl was just literally talking out really, really loud, like as if she wanted me to respond. So it was kind of weird to me that she was actually in the aisle literally talking to herself. And then she was just saying a lot of negative things, and it made me realize, like, damn, somebody you don't know can make you feel so uncomfortable to the point where you're in a public place just acting crazy. So I didn't say anything. I picked up my bleach powder and I went over to the counter. So I was leaving, I noticed that she was telling her friend, "Oh, let's go, I need to get into the next store." I almost felt like she was like following me. So that was an experience that I had, and this is actually not the only experience. I've had a lot of other experiences where I've like witnessed like other. So I'm just actually, I'm gonna take this brush and just blend out the harsh lines so that it's nicely blended. So as I was saying, this is not the first time that I've experienced anything like this. I've actually had a lot of these experiences myself where like I walk by a group of girls where I know I look really nice. Like when I look like a bum, I'm gonna tell you today I look like a bum. Where I knew I look really, really good, but they'll laugh and make you feel very uncomfortable or just be really, really negative. And I've also seen it around me, like, you know, females around me just be really negative. So as I was saying, I don't know what it is about us black females that makes us so uncomfortable to see another black female who look good or present themselves in a way that makes us comfortable, if that makes sense? Like, is what I'm saying makes sense? Like, what is it that makes us female or some black females so uncomfortable that sometimes like we just feel that we have to be negative, or we have to put down the next person? Like does it make you feel better? Like, does it, I mean, I don't know, because for me, like, I'm a very positive person. I mean, for the most part, I try to be positive. I might have my rants here and there on like Snapchat, like very dumb stuff, but nothing like serious, you know. But it's like, what is it that makes us so uncomfortable to see another black person doing well or looking good, or you know, just doing well for themselves? Like, why is it that it intimidates people, like intimidate them or intimidate us? I'm gonna say us because I'm a black female now. I don't feel that it's right. Like, why can't we be supportive, or why do we have a problem complimenting each other? Like the other day I was on Instagram and I saw another post of, you know, on Instagram, like they have pages of people who will do like comparison outfit posts where they'll like compare other people outfit and say who wear it best, like, and under the comments you see a lot of like negativities. Like, why can't you just say they both wear the outfit best and just keep it going? Or, you know, some people will find like little things here and there, and even not even that, but like when we see like another girl who has a nice shape or looks good or dressed well or is presented well, it's like, oh no, she probably did this. Or even like if we see like a black person who has a nice job, or their business is not out there like that, but like, you know, just doing well, it always has to be with them doing something illegal or just pure negativity. Like, why is it that we cannot support each other or like rock for each other? Like, what is it, you know? So it's really crazy, because sometimes I feel like all that negativity that we put out into like trying to hurt another person, if we really like put that into something positive, we could do so much. Like, we can like move the world, literally. Like, yo, we will move mountains, because I feel like we are so powerful when we're positive. We can accomplish so much, but we just choose to be negative and just try to hurt other people. Like, it's almost like when you hear, or like when you hear something happen to somebody, it's almost like people are happy to hear bad things are happening to you. Like, you know, it's crazy. It's go back, and I'm gonna take Fawn with a detailed flat brush, and I'm just going to do a soft half moon cut crease on my mobile lid. So I want this to be really sharp. Okay, so I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup and I'm going to set the concealer on the lid. So, like, what is it that we find so hard to support each other? Like, it's crazy. And it's like, almost like, I think, this is how I think of it. I feel like the amount of time, like, I believe that when you're positive and you surround yourself with positivity at all time, good things happen to you. Like, I just feel like the amount of time that someone will spend on hating on someone or trying to bring them down, like that amount of time that you spend, you could be doing so much, or you could even be learning from the person that you hate so much, or you just cannot support. I feel like we can learn so much from each other by just being positive. Like, you know, like the person that you're probably being negative to can probably help you in certain areas or things that can be beneficial to you. But rather than, you know, seeing something on someone and asking, or maybe asking that can probably benefit you, is like we just choose to just be negative and like just hate and just always have something negative. Like, it's like somebody cannot be doing well without them doing something bad, or somebody just being negative. Like, what, I guess my question is, what is it that us black females find so hard to like not hate on each other? Like, why is it that like we see another black female doing well, it's like there's always that one person that wants to dig up or find something negative? Like, sometimes I'm gonna take a black eyeshadow and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner of my eyelids, just to deepen it up a little bit. I'm kind of freestyling with this, guys, so bear with me. I didn't plan this look, I'm just kind of going along with the look, so I hope that it turns out the way that I need it to turn out. Yeah, so that's what I actually wanted to talk to you guys. Like, maybe somebody can shed some light on it for me. Is like, why do we hate to see positive comment? Like, I have this friend, one of my old friends, that it was like every time I would go out with her and I would see someone wearing something nice or something that I like, and she would get mad literally when I would comment the person. She would tell me like, why are you commenting this person? Why are you making them feel nice? And it's like, because I think they look nice and I like what they're wearing. Like, why is it bad that I'm complimenting? Like, why does that bother you? Like, why are you telling me? Like, am I taking anything away from complimenting this person? Like, am I losing money? Am I not gonna have a meal for the day? Like, why is it that it bothers you that I am complimenting this beautiful woman in her outfit, you know? I'm gonna take another beauty blender and blending brush and just blend out the black. Now I'm purposely gonna leave it like this because I want a harsh line, so I'm just gonna blend this out very gently without smudging the transition color. All right, guys, so the camera cut off, so I couldn't get it recorded and my battery was dying, so I've gone ahead and put on lashes. The lashes that I'm wearing are these Goddess lashes from my local beauty supply store. It's called Beauty Goddess or Beauty, I don't know, it's from my local beauty supply store. And the foundation that I put on today is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the LA Girl foundation, and this is in Cocoa, Rich Cocoa. Let me know what you guys think. Like, do you think that I'm maybe just being too sensitive, or maybe I'm thinking too much into things? Because sometimes I feel like I do think too much into things. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I might think too much into certain things, or maybe things might not seem the way that they are, and I might just be just in my feelings. Like, I don't know, like even sometimes, like I feel like even people closer to you, is like when they see you progressing, or they see you improving in yourself, is like all of a sudden it's like it's a problem. It's like when they see you trying to improve yourself, or you know, they know your situation or something like that, and they see you like trying to improve yourself, it's like all of a sudden it becomes a problem. It's like it bothers them, you know? It's like, why is that? Why can't we just support, like stop hating on each other and just be positive? Like, why does it always have to be so negative, like among us black females? Like, why does it have to be like that? Like, does it have to be like that? Like, you know? So it's, I don't know, like I don't know, but I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. What I like about this concealer is that it is very lightweight, like it's not heavy when I apply it, but it gives you like a really nice coverage. So I really do love it. And if I forgot to mention is the Maybelline Calf concealer. Is almost like the NARS Biscuit concealer, which I love, but in comparison to the price, this is way cheaper. I'm experiencing a lot of negative in my life, but I just, you know, I just wanted to talk to you guys. Like, you know, you get so used to it, which is horrible, that you got to get used to the negativity and people just not, you know, people just always so angry. Like some people act like when you're in their presence, it's like an issue. Like it bothers them to see you like happy or look good, or you know. So you guys don't stone me. This is just my experience coming from a black woman. I experience this a lot with black people, with black females, I would say. Yeah, like it's like it sucks that like it happens so often that it's like you're so used to it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the contour with my CoverGirl Ebony Bronze. And yeah, so love this contour. Oh my god, I don't know if they make them anymore, but I used to get them when my girls would come down here from New York and I have them buy for me. But lately she says she hasn't been seeing them, so maybe they discontinued it. But I love that it has like a warm red tone in it. So with my contour, I like to brush it upwards. I don't know, some people do rotation, but for me I like when it's upwards because my face is very chubby, so it gives me like a nice cut, like jawline, like illusion of a jawline. See? Not take this like I'm trying to put down our sisters, because that's something that I would never ever do. Like that's just not me. It just, you know, experience and things that I've noticed around me from sisters, and just speaking on behalf of my experience, you know. So I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to bash or talk down on our sisters, because I would never ever do that. So let me know like what you think, if you've also encountered. Try to be very, you know, respectful in the comment section, guys. Like I don't want any bashing, you know. State your, you know, if you think I'm wrong, there's a way to put it. Like be respectful about it. If you disagree with me, be respectful about it, but don't come on here like, oh, calling me like names or trying to call me out of my name or anything like that, because that would not be nice. I'll just block you. Let's have a conversation while being respectful at the same time. Guys, my battery's dying, so I'm gonna quickly try to finish this. So the highlighter that I'm gonna go highlight, I've already gone ahead and put on some blush. The highlighter I'm gonna use today is the NYX Strobe of Genius Illuminating Highlighter Palette. I've been loving this palette because there's a purple highlighter in here that I love so much. So I'm gonna use the purple highlighter mixed with this beautiful bronze. Do you see this? Yes, girl. I am glowing. I love this purple glow. I always mix it. That has been like my summer highlighter. I love it so much. And then for my nose, I'm just going to use the bronze right here. And my Cupid's bow. So this is going to make my eyebrows actually look sharp, even though I haven't done my brows in a while. It's going to give that nice glow to the brow. I'm just using Night Moth by MAC, which is completely almost done. I'm gonna fill that in. Then I'm gonna take my NYX lingerie liquid lipstick, and I think this is in Honeymoon. No, this is in Beauty Mark. So I'm gonna put Beauty Mark all over the lips. We are complete, but you know what? I'm gonna add this shade right here to my lower lashes. I feel like my lower lashes is kind of like lacking some color, so I'm just gonna smoke that out really quickly, just right here, this part here.
Baby, if you leave me, I go die, yo. Your body nice, I can't deny, yo.